Warning, the following video contains mentions of characters and stuff from other things that do not belong to me. Please do not copyright strike me. And thank you and enjoy the video.
Hi, this video contains these subjects. If you're sensitive to these, please click away. Okay, bye. Ayo, what's good? It's your homie Z, back in the building with another video. So, I recently watched the Amazing Digital Circus series finale. And boy, oh boy, it sure was a finale. It was fun, I guess. Like with most finales, there were a lot of things that I liked and a lot of things that I did not like. Unfortunately, the bad kinda outweighs the good here. I don't know, a part of me feels kinda obligated to do this video since the last indie animated series finale, well, not really series finale, but kind of series finale that I covered got lots of views, so hey, why not do it again? However, unlike that last video, I actually have some notes with me this time, so I can go over what I liked and disliked one by one. Starting off with the Purple Rabbit Not Man of the Hour, Jack's Digital Circus. Now, I have a bit of a confession to make regarding this character, to be honest, because if you know me, you know that I used to be kind of a Jax stan. But now, it is with a heavy heart that I must confess, I do not like Jax anymore. But especially after the series finale, I really do not like him. Between choking out Pomni and hitting on Gangle after her friend died, that's just, it makes me angry, the fact that this rabbit has managed to get away with so much, all because, she's a little sad, she has trauma, I don't care. And I know that Jax, or in this case Leroy, grew up in a abusive and transphobic household, and couldn't truly express who she really was because of the expectations that her mother had set on her. And yeah, that sucks, but you know what? That doesn't give you an excuse to cause harm to other people, especially those who you somewhat trust. And it surely doesn't give you the right to be transphobic towards other people. Like, hey, I don't know, Zubul? And I'm sure a lot of Jax's stans are gonna come at me in the comment section, and they're gonna be like, oh, but she has trauma, she was upset, she was abused, you can't be mean to them, you can't be mean. I don't care. I really do not care. Being hurt in the past does not give you an excuse to hurt other people. And while I'm on the subject of that, Ribbit and Kaufmo. I don't know about you guys, but I loved Ribbit. She was cool and chill and kinda reminded me of Sunset Shimmer from My Little Pony Equestria Girls. And Kaufmo being voiced by Aaron Hansen of Game Grumps surely wasn't what I was expecting, but you know what? I am completely okay with that. That made me happy. And for like a millisecond, I actually kind of liked the little budding friendship / romance that Jax and Ribbit had going on. It was cute. I liked it. Also, I shipped it before everyone else, so I feel really happy about that. But somehow, despite all of that, Jax pushed Ribbit to Kermit Sewer Slide. Jax came out to Ribbit as definitely not cis, and she was completely cool with it. She was very nice and chill about it. But you want to know what Jax does? You want to know what this stupid purple rabbit does? Hi, I'm switching over to live action for my own sake. Anyways, do you want to know what Jax does? She pretends that none of this ever happened and pretends that Ribbit doesn't exist. Like, it's one thing to come out to your friend and then have it be a secret between you guys because you're not comfortable telling anyone else, but acting like what you told never happened, just, why would you do that? Like, legit, Jax fumbled so hard with Ribbit. I felt so awful for them, and I wish that they could have been around for just a little bit longer, just a little bit. But yeah, Ribbit was cool. Back to complaining about Jax. I watched a short, and somebody pointed this out. Well, a lot of people pointed this out, but it wasn't actually brought to my attention until I watched this. Somebody said that Because of this episode and Jax's almost overall presence in the show, it kind of reaffirms bad trans woman stereotypes. You know, like misogyny, abusing other women, things that Jax does. And it's because of Goose and her show reaffirming... Sorry, that was thunder. It's because of Goose and her show sort of reaffirming these stereotypes that transphobes will continue to see us, my community, in a bad light, and that's harmful for so many people, me included, because I'm non-binary. I'm technically under the trans umbrella, and to see these stereotypes get reinforced in a way that's supposed to be positive, I don't like it. It makes me icky. It's also icky that Goose has gone on to say that Jax is technically her self-insert, which, if Jax is your self-insert, buddy, Goose, with all due respect, get some therapy. Please. Something else that was also kind of sus in the finale was, one, the fact that it came out on Juneteenth. And two, the fact that they used Stevie Wonder's Isn't She Lovely, a beautiful song that was made by Stevie Wonder to celebrate the birth of his beautiful daughter. Nah, forget about that. Now it's going to be forever associated with this abusive douchebag of a rabbit. I'm sorry if I seem a bit more angry and aggressive than usual, but between the questionable trans representation and the fact that two things, Juneteenth and that song in particular, of my people, because if you can't tell, I'm black, the fact that those were used in such questionable ways, I don't like it. It makes me feel icky, and it makes me question the people behind this show. And it doesn't help that Goose was already exposed for some kind of sus racist stuff a few weeks ago. So, I don't know. Maybe it's a hunch. But yeah, between Jax and the horrible usage of a Stevie Wonder song that I adore, let's just say that this finale was quite hard to sit through. So let's now talk about the things that I actually liked, shall we? There was Kinger being the GOAT, as usual, being the best dad. I'm so happy that in his real life, he is still with his wonderful wife, and he has 2 kids. That makes me really happy because I love Kinger a lot. I wish he got more screen time, and I wish that he was the character that we got more lore with. As for everyone else, Pomni was okay, as usual. I haven't really liked her as much since, episode 6, I want to say, but she was alright. Ragatha was also okay, and I'm so happy that we got some more Button Blossom Yuri, because that's probably my second favorite ship in the whole show. I'm happy that we technically got Yuri. And we got some more Yuri with Abstragedy. That's my first favorite ship in the whole show. I'm so happy for Gangle and Zubul. They finally, got it on. Good for them. Happy Pride Month. Although I do wish that the show in general did a lot more with Zubul, since honestly, I feel like they're much better trans representation than a character, certain Purple Rabbit. Same with Ribbit, since they're also gender non-conforming. Her pronouns are she, they, so yeah. And I'm so happy that Kane came back. I felt so awful for him when he died, because personally, the way I see it is that Jax and Kane, they're essentially one in the same character. They're 2 sides of the same coin. They're both the equivalent of a child. For Kane, he is the kid that creates stuff. He wants to make the adults around him happy. He wants to make them to get to notice him and approve of what he does. However, when he doesn't get that, he throws a temper tantrum and he gets upset, and that's what caused him to get deleted. Jax also craves attention, but the negative kind, because at this point she's just gone with the assumption that, well, if I can't have people love me, then I'll make them hate me. And again, I do not like that. But the difference between Jax and Kane is that Kane actually learned from his mistakes, he apologized, and he became better. He's still a little skrunklo bean, and I love him. Jax, on the other hand, didn't learn from her mistakes and ended up suffering the consequences. She did the crime, now she's doing the time, and I honestly couldn't be happier. But yeah, I'm happy that Kane came back and he learned from his mistakes. I do wish that he had gotten a lot more screen time, and it'll never not be funny that the thing that made him feel like he had to change his ways and that the thing that made him like reflect on his actions was scrolling on Instagram. Like, I'm sorry, that's just too funny to me. Like, oh, how did you get redeemed? What was your redemption arc? Scrolling on Instagram. Let's just be happy that it wasn't something like DeviantArt. The animation and music were good as usual, but at this point, that's like saying that the grass is green. Honestly, I don't really have much else to say. I'm tired. I didn't get much sleep last night. And thinking about that finale and Jax in general just sort of raises my cortisol. I don't know, man. Go watch these shows instead. They have much better trans representation that isn't questionable and sus. And please be sure to support other trans and queer artists, especially those who are of color, because our voices need to be heard too, especially in this day and age. I don't have much else to say, so I guess I'll end it here. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to drop a like. Please be sure to subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Take care.